Venerable Master Hua's teachings on why we must recite the Buddha's name. Why should we recite the Buddha's name regularly? The practice of reciting the Buddha's name during ordinary times is to prepare for the moment of death. Why not wait until the time of death to start reciting? Habits are formed through consistent practice over days and months. If we don't develop the habit of reciting the Buddha's name during our daily lives, it's unlikely we'll remember to do so at the crucial moment of death. That's why it's essential to practice reciting the Buddha's name and cultivate the Pure Land method regularly. By doing so, when the time comes, we won't be panicked or flustered, but instead will calmly and naturally be reborn in the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss. Why is it important to be reborn in the Pure Land? When Amitabha Buddha was cultivating as a monk in his past lives, he made 48 great vows, one of which states, "After I attain Buddhahood, if any sentient being in the 10 directions recites my name, Amitabha Buddha, I will guide them to my land, where they will eventually attain Buddhahood. In my Pure Land, everyone is born from a lotus flower. Their bodies are pure and free from defilements." Since Amitabha Buddha made such profound vows, all sentient beings should practice the Pure Land method, a practice that is both suitable for all and easy to follow. The sutras teach, in the age of Dharma decline, among 1,000,000 practitioners, it's rare for one to attain enlightenment. Only the Pure Land method can universally liberate sentient beings. This means that in the current Dharma declining age, among millions who practice, very few succeed in attaining enlightenment. However, the Pure Land practice enables everyone to be reborn in the Pure Land and attain liberation. This method, particularly suited for people today, is the most practical and effective approach. Don't wait until you're thirsty to dig a well. Why wait until sickness strikes to regret our careless actions? Why wait until death to realize we've misused our minds? A verse explains, when ill, one knows this body brings suffering. After death, one realizes the errors of their ways. This is the common flaw of sentient beings. When healthy, we find life in this world full of joy and comfort. But when illness comes, bringing immobility, loss of freedom, and unbearable suffering, we recognize that the root of this pain lies in our physical existence. By the time we realize this, it's often too late. Another verse warns, "Tighten the reins before the horse reaches the cliff." Don't patch the boat when it's already leaking midstream. In other words, it's foolish to delay preparation until it's too late. When healthy, many squander their time on unwise pursuits without protecting their health. This short-sightedness becomes even more apparent in matters of life and death. When alive, we may mock those who recite the Buddha's name, calling them superstitious or naive. Yet after death, regret will be too late. The suffering in the realms of punishment, mountains of swords and boiling cauldrons, are the consequences of our own actions. Be prepared before it rains, as Confucian scholar Zhu Xi wisely said, prepare before it rains. Don't wait until you're thirsty to dig a well. This advice applies to both practical life and spiritual cultivation. Understanding that life is impermanent and death unavoidable, why not begin preparing now to address these realities? If we wish to overcome death, we must put in the effort to cultivate diligently. A verse advises, if you wish to avoid death, you must give it your all. This all-out effort refers to practices like our current 7-day retreat, where we wholeheartedly chant the Buddha's name. Such efforts not only contribute to world peace but also ensure our personal spiritual preparation for the future. Just as we prepare for rain before it falls, we must cultivate consistent practice to establish a deep connection with Amitabha Buddha and Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva. Through years of sincere practice, we will naturally develop a close relationship with these enlightened beings. Then, at the final moment, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas will guide us to the Pure Land. Never doubt this truth.